Hello, good evening, and welcome everybody to Santa Ana Stadium, downtown Santa Ana Bowl. And we are here for the first round of the CIF playoffs. Folks, we have reached the knockout rounds, better known as the playoffs, and we are here with the good old crew of Channel 31 SAUSD TV, bringing you exciting football action as the Valley Falcons, for the first time in about 30 years, host their first round game here at home, and they're excited about it, and they're coming off a league championship and an undefeated season in league play, which hasn't happened since 1975. My name is Peter Pixon, folks, and we are here to cover the Valley game as they take on the Woodbridge Warriors out of Irvine, a high school that's about 2,200 kids big, and they were the third place school out of the South Coast League. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at this moment, it is my duty, not only my duty, but truly my honor, to introduce to you the fine gentleman that joins us for the color announcing duties once again. Everyone, please welcome the one, the only, the Professor, Knox Wasley. And Knox, you got a few notes there on Woodbridge and a little story on the coach there to tell us what he expects and what he's planning for in this game, in this playoff game.
Thank you, Pete. It's good to be back again. It's good to be in playoffs. Great to be here at the Santa Ana Bowl in Westfield. A wonderful place to see a football game, as many of you know. Coach Rick Gibson brings the Woodbridge team in with a record of 6-4. Came in like third place in the league. They were in the playoffs last year, made it to the third round, till eventual CIF champion Corona Del Mar shut them out, 25-0. They come in here tonight looking. He's been a head coach 25 years. Looking for a real good game tonight. They got a spread offense. They got running back by committee after they lost their good running back early in the year. They've got two good ones now. One got hurt, came back. They have two sophomores and a freshman. We'll see what goes. Here you go, Pete.
Well, we've seen UCLA, which does a few uniform changes and a few switchy changes. And of course, this is the exact color scheme the Valley has as UCLA does. Well, they're dressed black today, black from head to toe. I like it. And of course, they got the gold numbers outlined by the blue. The only blue that's kind of showing is the emblem on their helmet and the outline on the gold number. So it's a bit of a change here for this exciting playoff game here on Friday night, November the 15th. So looks like Valley will be. They're consulting with well, we have a chance here. Let's get you the Valley season log. They open up the season home against Fred Douglass Academy as a tie game, 19-19. At Beckman High School, the newest public high school out of Irvine, lost 44-7. Then hosted Glenn High School, public high school named after John Glenn the astronaut, won 14-7. At Bellflower High School, again an LA County school, lost 24-7. Indian Springs High School came here, a home game. They played them against, first of 4 home games in a row, won 56-8. Beat Catella in their Catella High School, the high school, of course, out of Anaheim Public High School. First league game of the year, won 10-7 in a real tight one. I remember reading about that one. Beat Anaheim, we were out here for that one. They won 41-20, going 2-0 in league. Beat Savannah High School again. This is a home game as well, 3 in a row, or actually 4 of them in a row. The first 3 league games, won 47-7 over Savannah Rebels. At Century High School, they played them down the street at Segerstrom High School, won 34-9, won big, and then finished the season last week at Magnolia, 14-7 for their 5-0 undefeated league play, and of course league championship, and that's why they're hosting here tonight. Of course, this is the third place school, but they had a good season, 6-4 and 3-2 in their league. Woodbridge did, and we got the Valley Falcons kicking off, defending the north goal, kind of a short kicks, and it's fallen on by one of the upmen there for Woodbridge, as number 88 falls on that ball, and that was Jack Martinez, Jack Martinez.
I think we saw Santa Ana Valley play a few weeks ago. They're just popping the ball into the middle, see what that funny shaped ball does, not give a chance for a good run back, possibility the ball scored loose. Very defensive, but very effective. They're 1st and 10 for Woodbridge now, beginning the game on the 34-yard line.
Warriors have a productive offense. They average about 150 yards passing and receiving in the game, and about 137 yards on the ground. And Alex DeFreitas, they're missing their running back, and we'll talk about that. A little toss in the flat there, a little too low. It was intended there for Woodbridge's number 3, and pardon me, let's say number 2 or number 3. I can't see that. Let's see here. Probably number 4. Number 4, Tyler Noble, incomplete. And had the right idea, just a little misfiring there, a touch low there, incomplete. We'll get to the lineman here, left to right for the Woodbridge Warriors. Left tackle is Johnny Delaney, senior, returning starter from last season. Left tackle is Austin Murray, senior, returning starter from last year. Center is Nick Nesser, senior, started last year as well. We have a little bit of motion here on 2nd and 10 from their own 35 for Woodbridge, out of shotgun. Single back set, takes it, look, nice lane here, hits it nicely. No one's around him, covering that football nicely, and he just scampers out of bounds. A good wise run there by Woodbridge's number 39 there. Nice job by him. Alex Young looking young on that play, and he avoided the hit. Nice run.
Woodbridge is running a spread option attack. You saw the first play, they tried a safe pass to the right, a little bit behind him. That time they ran the option, a good block downfield. You can see right in front of us here by number 4, Tyler Noble, the running back.
About 8 yards on that dash, and he hit that nice lane at quite a wide angle there, but he had plenty of room to run with, and no one even touched him. He went to that sideline, into the sidelines untouched. Quarterback takes it, sets up, puts it up, toss. It's a little bit low, but it's caught. Nice grab. A little few yards after catch. Nice job there by Tyler Noble. Noble had 3 guys on him like a cheap suit, and he outran them all, and he got about actually 6 yards before he got knocked to the ground. Valley's number 6, Fabian Quinn. Sing me a song, Fabian. Makes the stop.
Ran the spread offense that time, had the double receivers to the right, actually trips out there. Ran the inside man on a slow out, about 6 yards down. Nice safe play, came open, got the first down. The quarterback is number 18, Ryan Goodman. He's had an excellent year so far. He is the quarterback for Woodbridge.
First down and 10 yards to go. It was second and a long one. They got about 9 yards in that play. They're actually about 11 yards in that play. They're at the plus 48-yard line. Goodman hands it off. As he came in motion, he runs to that left side, kind of clunks bodies with one of his own players. Down he goes, loses his balance. That was Alex Young. Nice scamper to that left side, and they are, I guess they're seeing a little bit of weakness on that left side. They're getting some yardage over there on the ground.
Yeah, that play has a couple of names. One of them is the fly sweep, fly motion, fly sweep, because a couple other names for it too. A good play. They ran him on pure motion a moment ago. That time they gave it to him. Got a first down. Actually second down, 2nd and 5.
So 5 yards gain. They're at the plus 44-yard line. Out of shotgun they come. And we have tight end to the left side here. 3 receivers are in to the right side, but they go to the left side. It's caught there underneath, makes the grab, gets hit and knocked down almost a couple yards after the catch, and then good yardage after catch, not much but some by these guys, and that was caught by number 28, pardon me, and that for Woodbridge is Scott Shizano, wide receiver.
Good short pattern, short hitch, short hook, take your pick of calls about 3 or 4 yards down, just turn it into nice and safe, look like Peyton Manning, pick out the soft spot and hit it, just don't get greedy.
Needed 5, got about 7 yards. Shizano on the season, 19 catches, 190 yards coming in, averaging, of course, 10 yards a catch. Ooh, he gets knocked and socked. Nobody picked him up. Big number 34 barreling in there. What a crushing blow there by Joel Reyes. Reyes, defensive back. Man, he was in there like a terror. Nice job by him. Again, Shizano, the receiver on that previous play before that, averaging about 19 yards through the air, catching the ball per game. His longest of the season is 28 yards, and he's got 2 touchdowns caught this season so far. All right, 2nd down and 12 after that loss. Out of shotgun they come. Strong side's the right side. Running back takes off as he was lining up behind the line there, not the quarterback. And that was a very nice run there by number 4, once again, Tyler Noble. Noble play, blizzes his way down to about the 31-yard line before he's finally knocked out of bounds. Nice job by him. They're churning and burning yards here. They're getting it done on the ground nicely here. Knox?
Obviously a run all the way. Santa Valley in a basic 4-3, shifted around, but a basic 4-3 defense. Walk people up, walk people back, see what the patterns are. There's trips to the right now, so they'll shift over.
About 6-7 yards on that play. It's 3rd down and about 4 yards to go. Goodman takes it, launches it. He's got a guy open for a moment. He's got it. He caught it between 2 defenders. He's in the end zone. No flags are on the field. Touchdown. Touchdown, Woodbridge. And what a pretty play that was. Nestled in the arms of the only receiver that was out down there. And that was a 31-yard touchdown play. Beautiful pass, right on the money.
Looked like an out and up, like he went out and then turned it up, and that double move got him. They had a safety in the area, but both he and the safety and the cornerback played it too close. The ball, misjudged the ball, went over their head. Good pass, touchdown.
A lot of Connors on this roster for the Woodbridge Warriors. All the people naming their boys Connor in that city. Connor Chapman on the grab, but the kick is good, and it is 7-0 Woodbridge here.
The kick is by Keating Krauser. If I get the name right, Keating Krauser, number 15, does all the kicking for Woodbridge.
Krosner is 34 for 36, make it 35 for 37 on PATs this year, but field goal department's Knox, he is 0 for 6.
Oh, well, I didn't know he was 0 for 6. I knew he hadn't made one. Yeah. I didn't know he tried any though.
And I didn't get the full alignment there for you. Nick Nestor was a center, and on that drive, so nicely done, carved out. And this is a good, well-coached bunch here for Woodbridge on their linemen. Their lineman position coach is Alex Parsons. He's an 06 graduate of Woodbridge. Also played at USC for 2 years, and just was recently released by the Raiders, but he was with them for 4 seasons. And friendly guy, big guy, looked like a UCLA guy too with just the look and the beard and everything. But the rest of his guys, right guard Zach Bartel, he's a junior, played JV football for last year for Woodbridge, right guard, and the right tackle is Scott Jackson, he's a junior as well. Kicking off a booming kick here, end over end, very nice.
Wow, fine kick.
Got a very nice leg on him, wow, I'm impressed.
As the coach said, Keating has a strong leg. He just hasn't been able to make field goals this year. A number of reasons can be involved in that, but a strong leg, and as you said, very good on extra points.
All right, so Valley will be taking his football, first and 10. Of course, no return, as it's a touchback. And Coach Larry Moore, of course, he is his own defensive coordinator. He's a special education teacher on campus. Now when flags are thrown and whistles are blown.
They talked to the officials about that, about their stand up and go back down. I know last time I was here, Coach Larry Moore spent a good bit of time with the referees and the officials before the game. I'm not sure the side judge was involved in that. That's what they're talking about here. We'll have to see what they're going to call here. The gentleman in the white, yeah, Moore is upset. He explained that to him. He said we do that all the time. He's ticked off. Yeah, he's ticked off.
All start, offense number 52.
The referee, the one is rough. Umpire Albert Drake, linesman Jason Jefferson Blair, linesman David Reeves, Judge Anthony Carter. I'm not sure they keep the communication. Minor communication problem. That time, okay. I asked Rick Gibbs before the game, what's the team meeting? First step attack the back on. He's one of Tim's. I think he could use some Tim's. We have 7:36 left in the first quarter. Warriors over Falcons. Woodbridge over Santa Ana Valley 7-0. National football game. Well, they received the first Miss National.
Kennedy.
Go defense! Put them on their backs! Come on!
Goodman, quarterback. No gain on the play. Got the man right. Number 3, Colorado.
There's just people with less than a year. No gain. two.
Like
Slightly known movie back in the 60s with Paul Newman Harper. There was a great all-time line out of that movie was one line.
Third down. 13.
Only guy that was an insurance guy out of the backfield when he ran right after. Nice job by him.
Good call. I kind of expected with that great rush from San Annabelle. Get a screen pass, slow him down, draw plays, screen pass. That was a good call. I'm sure we'll see more of it. Let's slow that pass rush down, and that's
second down. About 5. Paul, the ball carrier, gets 6 yards, good for a first down. Tackle again by number 12, Magalion. First and 10 for Woodbridge. The ball is on the 19-yard line. Noble, the ball carrier, goes around the right end. 6 yards on the play.
How are you doing, man?
Tackle again by number 12, Magalion. It will be second and about 4.
Go defense!
The one, yeah, okay, he's in. Touchdown! Touchdown, Valley Falcons with 6:54 here remaining in the first half. And they will have an opportunity to tie the score here with the extra point. And for a squad, for a team, Knox, that got off to a shaky start with mistakes and errors and not looking good on that first drive and the first defensive set, they certainly massive improvement here in the second quarter. Wow.
I'm very impressed with how they pulled themselves together.
Extra point attempt here. Waits the snap. I think it's number 4 there. Yep, Eddie Cabrera. Cabrera puts his foot into it. I think that's no good. Yeah, that was wide to the left. That's smart. Yep. That could be a difference maker later.
The snap was a little high, a little slow. He got it down, but a good pressure on there. Had to rush it. Timing is just a little bit off. I have been very impressed on that Valley. They really kicked it in the last few minutes. Got their inside tackle game going. But then that great play action pass for about 15, 20, 25 yards was a key play in that drive. But they ran him inside, they ran Hernandez, and then he ran inside, it was blocked, he kicked outside. Good job by Woodbridge, but Santa Ana Valley's back in this game, 7-6 now.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to see maybe not a super high-scoring game, but a really well-played game and an exciting game. I just had a feeling here tonight because both these squads are really good on defense, and they both rack up a lot of sacks. But again, you might be seeing some schools that so far we've seen more passing done, of course, by Woodbridge. But again, beware of the Valley Falcons defensive line. They're good. They can pressure a quarterback well. They've racked up a lot of sacks this year, about 35 or so as a team. I think it's more than that. I think it's close to 40, if not greater than 40. I don't have stats on Valley, but you know, if Woodbridge chooses to throw this football, they you know, they're not going to be guaranteed by any means a good amount of time, a good amount of protection for their quarterback. All right, kicking it off from the 40. Woodbridge, of course, here in the second quarter, going from the north to the south goal. Nice blocking help there by the return man. A flag goes down before the play is ended, and he just finally gets just smothered there and just buried it around the 30-yard line. But again, flags, flags, flags. Let's see what the laundry's about. Looks like it might have been a block in the back or something earlier in the play.
Almost always.
Yeah, that's usually what that stuff is when they throw a flag relatively early in a return like that. he had good blocking help on that first initial block. That wasn't where the flag was thrown. The flag was thrown further downfield, and I was, of course, paying attention to the runner, so we'll see. Holding, huh? Oh, interesting, holding. You don't see holding very often, Knox, on a return like that, but we see it here. Levi Klemick for Woodbridge, guilty of holding, so we don't mean to recognize him when a mistake is made, but that's what happens here. Pushes Woodbridge back to the 20-yard line, so field position like if they got a touchback here. All right, so we've got, okay, tight end to the right side of the offense, one set back, 3 receivers are into the left alongside the quarterback, to the quarterback's left side, and they run it, they keep it on the ground here. This is Alex Young, or pardon me, Tyler Noble, not much there, and the defensive line on the right side of that defense, and including the linebackers, stay well with it. They read it well, down Young goes, no gain. So 6:27 and counting here in the first quarter, or first half, pardon me. 7-6 Warriors above the Falcons in a hard-fought game. Again, Tyler Goodman's your quarterback. Tyler Goodman for Woodbridge this year is 105 for 223. He gets it off there, and off to the left side. Ooh, finally got shoved out of bounds, and there was nobody behind him and that last guy there, so it's good thing he went out of bounds.
Good little swing pass screen. Did not really set up the screen like you're used to, but they pulled linemen out there, had him out there, and good play. To a step or two from going all the way.
Yeah, he came close to that. Good thing he lost his balance and went out of bounds. But yeah, Goodman this year, 105 for 223 attempts, 471 completion percentage, 15 touchdowns, 8 interceptions of the season, averaging about 142, 143 yards a game throwing. His longest pass this year, 67 yards. Shotgun, they come on first down. They got the first down, it was about 12 yards gain on that play. Runner takes the ball, kind of hesitates, kind of wasn't sure where to go for a moment, or just lost his direction there. Down he goes. He got stumped and he lands up on his rump there, but he's okay. Up kind of quickly. That was Alex Young, who kind of a hybrid player there. Knox, he takes it on the ground, and he takes it through the air on the short passes. Again, you're not going to probably see him go out for a deep pass, but again, he'll throw little screens, little swing passes. He'll get his action there, so he's kind of a versatile player, but no gain on that, as he just looked confused there for a second, like he wasn't sure where to go. But second down, no yards gained. 2nd and 10 from their own 35. Goodman awaits a snap. 3 receivers are in, 2 to his left side. He goes to that left side. It's caught by the outside man. Nice catch. Good yardage after catch. Still on his feet. Look out. And again, they stop him out of bounds there. Caught there by Woodbridge's number, let's see, 21, Zach Kennedy. Wide receiver made the grab.
Again, as they did earlier, you get the cornerbacks playing off, playing too much cushion, just run a 3 or 4 yards stop. Hook, hitch, hook, take your pick, what you want to call it. If the defensive back's too far back, it's there every time.
Kennedy gets about a 9-yard gain between the ball through the air and his running, maybe actually about 11 yards. They get it to the plus 49-yard line. 1st and 10. Woodbridge, they're moving the ball. 3 to the left side there. They go to the slot man there, makes a grab. Nice catch, thundering run afterwards. Yak, yak, yak. My favorite stat, yardage after catch. What a nice play there. Wow. By Zach Kennedy. And they are taken out in chunks here with the passing game. The underneath stuff and the dink-dunk. I wouldn't say that they're nickel and diming them to death, Knox, but they're kind of dime and quartering them to death.
Yeah, it's more like 20 and 25 and 20 and 25 cent pieces. They're moving in chunks. Right now they've got a nice controlled passing attack, mixing the runs up inside. The runs are being stopped pretty well by Santa Ana, but the little short passes are causing trouble.
1st and 10 from the 32, about a 15, 16-yard gain. They keep it on the ground here. Spins around, still on his feet. Good balance there by Tyler Noble. Makes a noble run. Pushes his way out to about the 28-yard line. 27-yard line. Yeah, 27-yard line. Nice job. And he gets about 5 yards. Yeah, so about 6 yards. Let's see here. Yeah, 5 yards. We'll call it 5 yards. But again, Noble got up into there by one of the linebackers. Not sure who hit him. I think it might have been number 3 there, Daniel Salgado, who made that catch earlier, that exciting catch on that previous drive that Valley had a few moments ago. So he's a both-ways player. Valley's got a few both-way players. We'll get into that for you. But actually, they have very few. He's about the only one. Salgado is. They have very few. Almost none. He's about the only one. Flags, and we got whistles, but no flags. And okay, timeout. Woodbridge. Woodbridge called it, and
we have 4:11 left in the first half. Woodbridge leading Santa Ana Valley 7-6.
Knox, I got a good NFL trivia question for you while we have a chance with the timeout. What team drafted Doug Flutie? What NFL team drafted Doug Flutie back in the 80s? Of course, you know. I'll give you a hint. He never played it down for him.
My guess was Chicago.
Nope. The Los Angeles Rams. Honest to God. Yeah, that is a good trivia question. Never played it down.
You mentioned astronauts earlier. Okay, John Glenn from Glenn High School. Who was the first of the Mercury 7 astronauts? I'm leaving off the Edwards guys back in the 40s who were popping up into space. Who was the first of the Mercury 7 to get the honor of being first to go into space?
Ralph Cramden.
Yeah, he was in space on the ground, but no.
I don't know. That means I don't know.
Alan Shepard. And John Glenn was the first to circle the Earth, followed by Scott Carpenter, who just died about a month ago.
2nd and 5 going to the air. Nice underneath toss here. It's caught. Makes a nice little move for a couple yards afterwards. Again, these receivers, they got some nice moves and some good speed here. Good yardage after catch again. Once again, Zach Kennedy with 3 catches in the last 3 or 4 plays. Kennedy's a sure-handed guy. These receivers are maybe not the tallest, but they got a good sense of balance, good yardage after the grab, good hands, good enough speed. I like this passing attack by Woodbridge. I'm impressed. 1st and 10 from the 16. Gets them a first down.
Very neat, very precise.
Yep, very well played. Imbalanced, but backfield they come. This is Young looking for yardage on that left side. He runs to the outside because he sees the off tackle is plugged. He gets a few more. So start this drive at the 16. They are down to about the 11. Not bad. So Woodbridge, taking it out in chunks here, mixing it up nicely. I really like how these guys mix the run with the pass, Knox. I'm very impressed.
Agree. Coach Rick Gibson for Woodbridge, also the offensive coordinator. He was a lineman himself, came out of Mission Viejo, Saddleback College, played San Diego State, offensive line himself, but he's the offensive coordinator. They've got a nice, precise, I like their passing attack.
Yeah, they look sharp. Now we have more whistles but no flags, so I guess somebody's calling another timeout here. And again,
Valley.
Okay, so yeah, Valley calls their second one. I think this is the second one. And they want to regroup here, and Coach Moore, who again is his own defensive coordinator, wants to talk to his troops. He wants to be able to prevent at least a touchdown here down this deep. Again, there's still plenty of time on the clock. Obviously, 3:27. Of course, high school football, you play 12-minute quarters. And I believe, I'm not sure on this, Knox, you might know more than I do on this, but I believe it's a nationwide thing as far as 12-minute quarters when it comes to high school football. I believe that's the case.
I know that's a national rule.
I believe that's the case.
There's a few of them are national rules. By the way, another national that came into play the last few weeks, not necessarily down here, but it's a national high school rule. If you leave the bench for a fight, you are suspended. And there were big issues on this, a couple of games in Diamond Bar, a game in Pomona, a game with Upland involved. Upland lost some players. Interesting, and they went back they challenged somebody, the CIF looked at it, and they suspended a couple of more guys on both teams. If you leave the bench during a fight, you're out the next game.
Interesting.
That's the national rule. That's why I brought that up.
Huh. 2 receivers are in to the right side. Snapping from the left seam here. Goodman has got plenty of protection, puts it up. Nice catch. No one was near him. Kennedy makes the grab in the front corner of the end zone. Touchdown from 11 yards out. And the Woodbridge Warriors are up right now, 13-7 with the extra point to come. And they're doing a pretty good job neutralizing what's usually a pretty potent passing attack or defensive line attack by Valley. And that's Valley's strength again. They're used to racking up a lot of sacks and put a lot of pressure on a lot of quarterbacks. And again, the South Coast League, which is all those schools I mentioned, Corona Del Mar, University, Northwood, all the public high schools there in Irvine, really in the Southern Division here. Kick is good. Extra point is there. It's 14-6 right now as he connects. Woodbridge's number 6 was the holder. The kicker there is, again, Krauser. But this league that they are in, the South Coast League, the one Woodbridge is from, looked to be as probably the most competitive and the toughest one in the Southern Division. So even though this is a third-place school, and it's 6-4, not as good of a record as the Valley Falcons, you could argue they went against a tougher competition. And a third-place school, who cares? Good competition is good competition. You can't underestimate anybody coming in. So yeah, the Woodbridge Warriors looking sharp on offense, not making a lot of errors. I think they have maybe 2, maybe 3 penalties at the most to their credit to them tonight here so far. They're playing a clean game, they're playing an efficient game, they're playing a smart game.
And Valley came back and moved the ball on offense, so they can keep it up now. They got an 8-point lead with that missed extra point a moment ago for Valley, but Valley was able to move the ball with Hernandez between the tackles and then popped outside and a pass mixed in. And another excellent kick deep into the end zone. Oh, wonderful leg.
I just wish you could prescribe him some accuracy.
Yeah, he pulls it a bit, but it's not a hook. He just pulled it. there's a difference. But strong leg, no question about it.
And you know, one thing about coaching staffs of the Southland, a lot of school districts kind of cutting back. There's not as many on-campus assistant coaches as there used to be, and not a lot of opportunities as much as there used to be for them to be able to teach full-time and coach full-time. A lot of the coaches these days in all schools and all districts and all different levels throughout the Southland, a lot of times there's a much higher percentage today of off-campus guys that are assistant coaches than there used to be. A majority more on campus. Not the case anymore. 1st and 10 from their own 20. I formation they come. Flags go down as whistles sound. And we have a dead ball foul. And one of the Valley receivers kind of looks confused here. And I'm going to guess it's probably going to be a false start or offensive offsides or something here. False start once again. That's been a bit of a problem here tonight here for Valley. So not the first time they're starting off 1st and 15. It's not a good thing. So Valley has enough time to work with here. 3:21 remaining here in the first half. They want to come down and get a score before this half is over. Again, your lineman for Valley, left to right, Ishmael Solis. Left tackle, left guard, Rich Marcato. He's a junior. The whole line is juniors except for Solis. He's a senior. Matt Vacao, junior. Center, Dan Allo. Right guard and right tackle, Cel Gutierrez. They go down on the ground here. This is trying to fight and claw and scratch here. It's finally gets smothered there by a host of white shirts on that left side of the defense. Nice job there by Hernandez. He did what he could.
He tried to kick it outside. Good inside-out pursuit for Woodbridge, excuse me.
Both sides have called 2 timeouts, so Valley can stop the clock one more time. And again, they're inside 3 minutes, and of course, that's decent time. But again, you're quite a ways away from pay dirt here. So I wouldn't be surprised if Valley maybe puts it up. Astorga would like to launch a few passes here tonight because he hasn't had a chance to play much this year, and he's got a good arm. 2nd and 13. And Hernandez is in trouble. Again, their line is getting controlled here. Defense for Woodbridge just in there, a swarm of guys bringing him down. Not just one, about 3 or 4. Impressive defense here by Woodbridge. They're playing some tough football here, and they are dominating that line of scrimmage here tonight very nicely. Philip Hong, again, we called his name a lot. He's my defensive player of the game here so far for Woodbridge. He's looking sharp. He has been involved in at least 3/4 of these plays here tonight as an assistant tackle or solo tackle. He's tough. And again, Philip Hong listed as a linebacker and a running back. Mostly he plays both ways, but mostly he's on the defense all the time. Here and there as running back. He's had 1 touch tonight on offense. But Woodbridge, they're winning that line of scrimmage battle, Knox, in a pretty big way. And of course, as all good coaches know, that's where you win the game.
And they're really pouring it in right now, especially down to the 15-yard line. Got them backed up against their own goal post. They figure they're going to run the ball most of the time now. They'll take a chance and just bring the house, as they say. They're coming flying in. They're sitting in a basic 4-man line, but they walk a lot of people up. They can get 5 or 6, 7 people in there really quickly.
Yeah, and their linemen on defense, I mean, they're decent size. They're not huge. I mean, they're not really super big, but
they're not small, but they're not oversized.
Yeah, they're tall kids.
It's not a jumbo package.
Yeah, it's roughly maybe they're a few more pounds heavier than the offensive line of it's about even. I'd say it's probably about even as far as the weight and the heights there. A little bit of scamper out of the backfield. This is Hernandez on the ground once again. He makes something of it, kind of gains yards as he falls down, and he gets wrapped up. Whoever brought him down did a good job of wrapping up and around the legs there. Nice stop. Couldn't see who made the stop there. A couple guys. And 46 or 48's trotting off. He helped out on the stop there. 48 is Ethan Lynch, outside linebacker, helped make the stop. Senior, 5'11", 190. And Valley, they snuff him out there again. A Valley drive where it's negative yards. 4th down and 12 yards to go from the 18. They'll be in punt formation. Once again, in there for the booting duties is Eddie Cabrera. So Valley getting punched in the mouth here a little bit on their offense. Snap is there, good snap, good clean snap there. Very nice punt. Drives a return man back quite a ways, and he wisely stays away from it, and it takes a definite Valley bounce. And of course, they'll wait for it to come motionless and down it around the 32-yard line. Nice job by the punter.
Excellent. Down the 32-yard line. The punt returner was standing, as you probably could see, about the 45-50-yard line. They were deep in trouble. That punt got him out. That's his best kick.
Punt, Knox, 50 yards.
No return, kicked it over his head. Best kick of the night by far. The returner didn't back up fast enough to catch the ball and get a couple of yards out of it. Took a bad bounce against Woodbridge. Excellent punt.
And of course, when punters are punting away, they usually line up at least 12, 13 yards. Usually the norm is about 13, maybe 14 yards behind your center, behind your front line. So, you know, that was quite a booming kick, because of course you only count the yards from the net, from the line of scrimmage. All right, tosses it, caught on the outside. Nice cut in here after the catch here in between two defenders. Very nice dipsy doodle move there by Tyler Noble. Reception for first down. They needed first and 10 to get about 12.
That's that quick out with that big cushion by that cornerback. They have an inside either safety coming out or linebacker coming out, wasn't able to get there for the out pattern. That's going to be sitting there all night. That's just easy pickings.
Actually, I underestimated. 16-yard gain, 16 yards. Very nice. They moved the clock here, as again he was tackled inbounds. Woodbridge has no timeouts remaining, so they'll probably come up to the line here quickly and snap it fast. I think they want to get one more score. I think we might have a different quarterback in. I'm not sure. Do we have Goodman in there still? He's usually not right behind the center. Oh, ball is snap. Ball. Hang on to the football, folks. They lost control of the ball. They put it on the ground. They got it back, though.
I think what happened is I think the quarterback had lost his helmet the play before and maybe had to take a play out. I'm not sure of that, but that could have been what happened.
Well, flag is down. We had the fumble. We also have a flag. Okay. And a false start call against Woodbridge.
And if you have a new quarterback, I guarantee you that fumble is almost automatic. A new center, a new quarterback, it's amazing how the ball slips. Every center is different. And it is not easy to make that snap. You got to get used to the person. And every time they change, watch out for a fumble.
So they maintain the ball. That's rule number one. We're inside a minute to go. First and 15 from their own 43. Woodbridge snapped the ball. Goodman fires it down the middle, a low throw. Receiver was there, but again, it was just underneath on just a little bit too low, incomplete.
Yeah, they're keeping that cornerback deep. He's certainly going to keep everybody in front of him. They had more help on the inside that time. Alex Hernandez coming out from the inside to get that out pattern. Timeout is called by Valley.
That's their last one. And Woodbridge was going to go, there you go. Woodbridge was going to go no huddle on that. They just want to come quick to the line because, again, they want to get more points there and they want to get more scores. And so they will take the last breather here, and Valley will regroup and get their marching orders from the sideline coaching staff. He's the head coach and the offensive coordinator. He's also the athletic director, and he's been the head coach there for, like you said, 25 years, and he's been the athletic director for about 15. That's a busy guy.
Yes, and he's been at the school for 32 years, teaches health, as you say, the AD. As I mentioned earlier, he went to Mission Viejo High School, then went to Saddleback College, San Diego State, offensive lineman, a 25-year head coach. That's a nice run.
And a friendly guy.
Yes.
And his DC, his defensive coordinator, is Aaron Craver, his first year on the staff as a DC with Woodbridge. 2nd and 8, shotgun snap. Goodman, he's got 3 receivers at right side. Hands go up and the ball goes down. Knox, we got a batted pass.
Good job. That screen pass was there. They had a man back playing defense on it, but still, that's the one way to slow that play down and get your hands up. Good play.
I think it was number 34, got a finger on it there. That was for Valley, Joel Reyes. Nice job. 3rd and 8, incomplete. It's going skyward. Nice launch here. It's a spiral pass. It's incomplete. Had the right idea. The guy was open just now. Now the flag is shown very late.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be the case. That time they finally went deep on the cornerback because they've been playing in front of him for about the last 6 or 8 passes so far. That time it went deep, and I thought I saw him going to his legs near the end, but I couldn't tell. A slow flag. I'll agree with that. But I think I saw it. But we'll see. Here's the referee, Ralph Aranda, making the call in the white hat. 2 fouls.
Holding. Number 68, offense.
Holding offense. Pass interference defense. He went into his legs. He wasn't going for the ball at the end. I think that's what they saw. Even though the ball wasn't there, the man couldn't come in to catch the pass, which was thrown on the inside. I think that was the call at least.
And you know, when you were playing high school, when you were playing football in the street, again, the offsetting penalties right here, so it's going to be the same down, the same yardage. That's the old-fashioned do-over.
But at least they don't walk it off 15 yards in both ways. Remember they used to do that?
I think they just did that for the exercise.
It may be.
Like, I don't know. But yeah, at least they didn't do that. They spare us that. Why even do that? All right, shotgun snap. You didn't even back up after taking a snap. The ball was thrown. I think nope, incomplete, too low. Couldn't control it. Kennedy, who's been having a good night here tonight, Zach Kennedy on the catches, just was a little bit too low for him, incomplete.
They were setting up. They may be setting up a hook and lateral or whatever you want to call it. There's a number of names for
I
that.
haven't seen a good one of those in a long time.
Because that looked like the second man was in a position to catch the pitch. He would have been squeezed nearly out of bounds, but run that hook pattern, that short pass, and then pitch it. Looked like that's what they were trying to set up. We'll see.
And I think this is the first time Woodbridge is punting here tonight, or maybe the second at most. That's it. I don't think they punted already so far.
Excellent kick.
Nice punt. No one's even around it for Valley. It takes a bounce at around the 3-yard line, and it still goes. And he
Barely went in, then rolled back.
Yeah. So
14 seconds left, first half.
Well, if I'm Valley, I'm going to take a chance at it. At this point, you got nothing to lose. Go deep. Why not?
No. Because the other team will intercept it, and you'll be mad for the next 5 years. Well, for the 20-yard line, maybe. 1-yard line, no, maybe. But I doubt it.
In my opinion, go deep. You got nothing to lose. In my, I could be wrong, but take a shot at it. 14 seconds is 14 seconds. You got maybe two chances to throw a deep ball.
Could be.
You never know what can happen, and it could. And it looks like they're lining up.
They're just going to
take a knee.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of different. I would take my chances and throw deep, but Valley decides not to go in the locker room. So 14-6, the Woodbridge Warriors in a game in which they've played a pretty good game, and they've looked sharp. They've had a few incomplete passes here and there, but it's mostly been on-target stuff. They've done really well with the underneath stuff, especially the receivers getting yardage after the ball is caught. They're certainly winning, like I mentioned earlier, the line of scrimmage battle, and that's where Valley's strength is, especially on their defensive line. It's been an interesting game. It's by no means over for Valley, but Valley's got to clean it up. They've had too many errors, too many penalties, and they are just not in sync, as you can tell, as Woodbridge is. They got their work cut off for them, but chances are still there. But they got to play a cleaner game to have any hope of winning this one here tonight, Knox. They got control over it.
In the flows, Woodbridge controlled the first part of it, and then for a few minutes, Valley had it, and Woodbridge got it back. And that's tough when that's really good for your team when you can lose it and get it back. Yeah. They controlled the last. Most of about the second half of the second quarter. Yeah. So it's now Woodbridge leading 14-6. Well, second half coming up.
You're right about that. We've seen our momentum swings in this game, Knox, and it's been Woodbridge and Valley and Woodbridge, like you said. We'll take a halftime break here on the first round playoff game that we're taping here for you tonight on SAEO's USD TV channel 31, the school district channel in Santa Ana. We want to thank you for joining us and watching and listening. We'll be back for the second half. Don't you dare go away.
Just can't get her hands loose. Yeah. Offensive line is not.
Yeah, it's they're losing a little line of scrimmage battle. They're not used to that either, especially with their defensive line. They're used to getting their sacks. Of course, County Register said though that their league, the South Coast League, where Woodbridge is from, is probably the best quality league in the conference.
We actually thought when I went to the Caribbean, we actually thought. But you know, we've been behind before, and we've come back.
now taking the field. Give it up for the Valley Varsity Cheer Squad, performing their first place competition routine. They are under the direction of Ms. Brittany Gessinger. Let's hear it for our Falcon Cheer Squad.